New at 10, an alleged Ponzi scheme targeting Valley retirees may be closer to getting a payout. But people who invested millions in a company called EquiAlt may only get a fraction of their money back. Team 12's William Pitts talked to one woman who's worried that she may not get anything at all.
All this paper describes how Carolyn Shook was scammed.
For $100,000, and then I gave him $10,000 more.
$110,000 in all. Carolyn was hoping to watch it grow. Instead, she watched it disappear.
But instead, I got a letter saying that it was a scam.
Carolyn invested in EquiAlt, a real estate investment company. It bought and sold properties, mostly in Florida, and promised to make its investors money from the sales. Sounded like a good idea to Carolyn.
Well, see, I had retired, and when I left work, I had lung cancer and I had to have surgery. So I was investing this for it to grow so I had something for the future.
But federal officials say EquiAlt was a Ponzi scheme. That's when a company pays off investors with money brought in from new investors, until eventually it all collapses. The Securities and Exchange Commission says EquiAlt's founders were taking money and using it for themselves. Luxury homes, trips, watches, cars. Now all up for auction as the government tries to repay EquiAlt's investors. The court case is in its third year, and Carolyn hasn't seen a dime.
There's things I wanted to fix around the house. I can't. If I do, I needed a new air conditioner last September. I had to take out an equity loan.
2 weeks ago, the EquiAlt case posted an update, a spreadsheet showing how much investors would be paid back. Some are getting everything back. Some are getting nothing. Carolyn believes she found her payout in the paperwork.
Which is going to be 70-something thousand versus 110.
Because EquiAlt says corporate records show she was paid $30,000 already. Carolyn says she reinvested it in EquiAlt. She can challenge the payout, but she's scared she won't get anything at all.
My kids are telling me, Mom, take what you can get.
Many of EquiAlt's investors were retirees, many here in Arizona.
But every individual...
Last month, we told you about two of them, still waiting to get their money back.
$66,000.
I invested $150,000.
He said, "This is so safe, I have my mother in it."
And 3 years in, still no criminal charges filed against EquiAlt's owners. Another thing Carolyn can't understand.
Why isn't anybody going to jail? All these lawyers are getting rich, but nobody's going to jail.
We know the FBI reached out to some of those investors, but there have been no charges. We did contact the receivership to try to get some answers, but didn't hear back. William Pitts, 12 News.
All right.